Hi and welcome back to the channel. This is HGStat and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Wanted to jump on here today, give a little bit of an update on sort of where we're at with the Armanz fusion and how that's going. So far we're in pretty good shape, but I specifically wanted to call out kind of something that you can see on this account that the the champion chase is going on right now. Um, this account, decent number of ancients, but really kind of hurting everywhere else in terms of shards. So I wanted to talk about, ways you could potentially do the champion chase without using anything but green shards. And I don't mean by pulling, 3,000 green shards, although that's certainly an option if you want to do that. But really, what it comes down to is kind of pre-planning and saving up um, the champions for the Relic Keeper fusion. 250 points there. I think 50 points for fusing the Void there, and then obviously I could have easily completed the Rosin fusion long ago, but I like to keep it around to keep these options alive as well. You can see on this account, I've been working at getting this food ready um, to summon Bloodfeather. Is that her name? I don't know, whoever this champion is here. Um, for another 250 points, and obviously, if you had these all built up across the, you can see I don't even have a Magus. But if you had all these champions on your account sitting there, at level 40, and um, you work on them during your champion training and all those sorts of things. By the time you get to your champion chase, you can have easily 1,000 points in the bag just by doing. If you had all four of these sitting there ready to go, well, we've done a little bit of that. I'm going to pull some of them right here on video, but I wanted to talk about another piece of that strategy, specifically when it comes to the type of fusion that we have going on right now, where we have to pull, four of these um, epics, void epics, which are worth 350 apiece. The idea here is to you know save those guys. I had at the time that the champ chase started, um, I had two of them in the bank, and you can see I've got another one there um, ready to be pulled because I completed the um, what did I complete? The classic arena and the I had already done the Fire Knight, of course, and then the champ training event. Um, once I had completed those two, um, I had another 100 fragments sitting there. So the idea is to not pull any of those fragment champions. The other thing you can do, of course, is, and I try to stay away from this because you never know when I'm going to even be worse on in terms of resources. This is the junior account. The main accounts is a little bit better off than this one, but you can see I do have Eric's and Gerda and Urash and Ryan. I may pull Ryan because I kind of want to get Ryan the Conjurer on the account anyway. And you can see I've got working towards these others down here. But of course, don't pull these, in my opinion, if you're especially if you're a free-to-play account, until you know until you absolutely need to add them, right? If I had Drexthar a long time ago, I didn't wait on that, right? Actually I didn't know to wait on that, or else I probably would have. But any of these guys that you're not itching to build, just sort of leave them in here. I mean, I'll probably even hold off on Mithrala. Again, haven't had her this long on the junior account, so might as well take advantage of it to work towards another legendary, right? Um, but let's go over here and see where we're at. Essentially, to this point, um, we've only pulled the 2 copies of Kefru. That's his name. Not champion training. This is the wrong spot. Champ Chase. Um, at this point, I've only pulled the 2 copies of the Void Epic for the fusion, and I'm sitting at 903. I'm going to go ahead and pull the 3rd copy now. I'm probably also going to go ahead and pull Ryan because, like I said, I do want to build her out. She's going to be really useful for me in Faction Wars. If not, I mean, she's useful a lot of other places as well, but certainly in Faction Wars, having a reviver like that's good. So let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna, like I said, we'll pull the Kafru, not Kefru, Kafru. Go ahead and summon our 3rd copy there. We get those 350 points. And then we're going to go ahead and pull Ryan. And this will be another 250 points. And again, that's simply because I do want to start using her. Is that not a her? Is that a boy? Anyway, in any case, I want to start using Ryan. And then what I want to do, actually, let's go over here, see where that puts us. That was another, 600 points. Which gives us some more energy. Puts us at, we're halfway there at this point. And then I'm going to go into the, back in here, and I'll start with Relic Keeper, which you can see I've already got the food built for Relic Keeper. I could actually farm another Executioner up and do that again, because these are all, I believe everything on here except just this year are farmable. And what I also did is, oops, I also created food for you can see I need to go out and farm, with the exception of Diabolos. I think I need to farm all these other 3 because I'm not the faction guardians and things like that I got going on, so don't want to break that up. But 200,000 should be another 50 points. Perfect. And then what we're going to do is take the food that we had already built here. You can see sorcerers I've got a lot of. Go ahead and fuse that. It'll be another 250 points. And then we will go over to Rosin. Actually, let's drop down to Broadmaw, because I believe, yeah, I've got, and really, if you wanted to really do something repetitive, you could simply farm these 2 rares, which are 50 points each, and do that 30 times, and you'd have all the points you need, right? And in the case where we have the other 3, you'd only need to do that actually, 20 times, and you'd be getting points along the way as you use green shards. So, you want a real budget way? I mean, don't get me wrong, it is tedious, but it is certainly something that you could do, and you can just make sure that every time when you're pulling greens to do, champ training or whatever, that you save these guys, and you can, build multiple copies of these 2. Now, obviously, these you just have to, you get the first ones from from collecting the fragments out of the shop. Tag Team Arena, I think, or I'm pretty sure. Um, but these two, you can just farm basically endlessly. Um, and again, for each pair that you fuse, another 100 points. Again, definitely absolutely doable. Um, hello? What just happened? Wow, my game blacked out. Stand by. I will be right back. All right, and we're back. Not sure exactly what happened there. I had to restart the game. Um, anyway, jumping back in here, um, even though it went all black, it did summon that. I did get the 50 points for Arbalest, I think, something like that. And then we have one left. Um, I believe that is here under the Broadmont Fusion. Um, one note on this: if you summon Razan, all these opportunities go away. Which is, I haven't even done that on the main account. Yes, it stops you in terms of um, the missions or whatever. I don't really care too much about that, honestly. I like having the opportunity here to score 1,000 points if I need to. Um, I guess at some point that decision will probably change. And the more I think about it, probably just creating all those uncommon level 30s is probably, honestly, the most efficient and probably the simplest. Getting these guys to the 30 and then 40 and then ascending them is a lot more resource intensive. So maybe I will change that and just maybe I will pick up the fusion eventually. Actually, maybe um, soon. The more I talk about it, I think that might be a good idea. We're going to go ahead and grab this. Another 250 points. Blood Feather, which I don't know how many copies of her I have summoned, but it's a lot over the past few years. Jump back in here. That should put us over 2,000. Or even a little better, actually. 2,100. So I need 897, which honestly, and again, I have not pulled one single non-green shard in the champion chase. I very likely I've got another day on this, I think, and so whoops, we're getting real close there on the champion training to the primal. Probably I'm gonna down this too. I'm probably gonna go over and grab the legendary book there as well. And then we got to jump in. Obviously, we got the artifact enhancement. We've got the dungeon divers, which is about to open again, which is insane. Since we just wrapped one of those up, and we got a spider starting. I think spider. Yep. Um, yeah. So those three plus the wrapping up the champion chase when we get there, and obviously level up the third copy that I just pulled. Complete those events, and we should be there. The thing is here on the champion training event, like I said, I'm gonna be pulling some green shards to do champion training and other things. It's not champion training. Why do I keep doing that? Like you did it again. Um, the champion chase. We're within 1,000. So as I pull those greens, I'm sure I'll pull some rares, which are 10 points. Um, I'll certainly pull more of those uncommons that are that you need to summon um, the two void rares in here for Broadmaw. Um, so yeah, we'll see how many copies of these we can get. But the thing is, I'm within 1,000 points, 2/3 of the way to there, and another day to do it. So seems very doable without pulling anything. I guess I did pull the Ryan the Conjurer just simply again because I wanted to build them. But yeah, just bouncing back and forth between Relic Keeper and the Broadmaw Fusion, especially you know as these become available. This is if you fuse Broadmaw, that's another 350 points. So that is that is how I go through, and especially like I said, at a time like now when this account is down on resources. Um, what the heck is new? Oh, Ryan. Okay, that makes sense. Um, anyway, any account that's down on resources absolutely can do the champ chase. It takes a lot of work, but a lot of that work can be done in between fusions. So you can just have a lot of that food sitting there. You can have a lot of that food sitting there built, or you can use the champion training events to build that food, to be a little bit more efficient. Um, but all those things, again, doesn't make it easy, but it makes it doable. And that's pretty much where I wanted to leave it. Just wanted to get a couple of hints out there on how to maybe approach the champion chase events if you do not have shards available. Hope everyone has a great night. Hope you're enjoying the content on the channel. If you would like, comment, and subscribe, that would be most appreciated. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks.